guess what day it is? It is Thanksgiving Thursday, and here we are on another episode of the Question Live Show with, of course, your host, Verona Willis-Brown. So, yes, I hope you have something to give thanks for. Even the common breath that you're breathing right now, that is supposed to be the first thing that you are giving thanks for. So, some people celebrate Thanksgiving, and that is in November. No, right here we celebrate Thanksgiving every single day. What? It happened to be, it's a Thursday. So it is Thanksgiving Thursday. All right. So whatever you are thankful for, yes, celebrate, have a grateful heart. When you have a grateful heart, it is an attitude that you should take wherever you go. Let it be a crown to your everyday life. Absolutely. So tonight we are bringing down the curtain. Yes, we are bringing down the curtain from the pulpit, from the street to the pulpit. Yeah, that way, from the street to the pulpit. So if you have been here for the entire month of October, you know that we have one topic that we are talking about, and it is from the street to the pulpit. We had our lovely sister grace us the entire month. Yes, the entire month. Apostle Althea Hunter was here with us for the entire month of August. October. It's not August. For October. So we are grateful. Yes, we are. And tonight we are going to close out October, of course, bringing her back. Yay! So if you are in the house for the first time, I like to celebrate first time people. Oh, where's my first time pom pom? Oh, I got to get my first time pom pom. If you are here for the very first time, I would like to recognize you. If you're not here for the very first time, then of course, I'd like to recognize you too. But first timers, they get extra. So if this is not your first time, then you know the rules. We do have rules here. Yes, we do. We have rules. 1, 2, 3, 3.5, maybe 4 rules. And they're very, very simple. 1, if you look up there, if you're on YouTube or if you're on Facebook, YouTube, you see it there. Facebook, you see it up there. It says live in the little red rectangle, live. Simply means you are in the live audience. And if you're in the live audience, what is it that you do? You press share, and invite someone else to come on into the live audience with you. What better way to share something good when it's live? That's just coming out of the pot. You want to get it fresh. Live is fresh food. Yes, very fresh. So you want to invite someone else to come on in. Now, that's number 1. Rule number 2, get yourself something to write with. Pen, pencil, markers, a feather, dip it in some ink, dip it in something, write with. Yes, you need something, a writing tool, pen, piece of paper, a notebook. Why? Because here we drop juicy contents and golden nuggets, and I want you to write them down. When you write things down, you see it clearer. Yes, it is clearer to you because you're looking directly at it and it's looking directly at you. Now that's 2. 3. My fancy glass again. I will not give up my fancy glass. Have yourself something to drink. Yes, see my glass? Have yourself something to drink. Whether it is water, wine, tea, juice, soda, whatever it is that you drink, please grab it and sit back and sip. Me, I have water, but I believe in miracle because Jesus turned water into wine. So I'm going to keep watching my glass to see if my water going to turn into wine. It might just happen tonight. So whatever you drink, please drink on my behalf because I will be doing a lot of talking. And of course, my guests will be doing some talking. So just drink on our behalf. It's called sharing, caring, all that good stuff. So drink something on behalf of us. Yes. So that's like 4, 3.5, 4 rules. Whatever the rules number we reach, the fact of the matter is that we are here pulling down the curtain. So if you are ready, then we are ready. But before you're ready, let me tell you, number 4, go to the bathroom. Use the bathroom and come back. And when you come back, your seat going to be right here in the front, reserved. Because you see, in life, we have our seat already reserved. And no one can take your seat. Your seat already got your name on it. It is up to you to come and sit by the table called life. Yes. Now, if you're ready, then just type it right there. Yep, you see that section that says comment? Type it right there that says you are ready so we can roll into tonight's episode while I welcome Cheryl, Sharon, Maria, and Georgia. Welcome back. Welcome, 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 welcome. We are going to have a lovely show tonight. Yes, yes, yes. So now if you're ready, of course, type it there, right there. Type it and let me know that you are ready as I get our guests prepared to come on to grace you with her lovely present. Type it in there so I can go get her. Right there. Right there. So let me stop talking. I think oh, there we go. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I think I should just have a sip of something before I bring her on. I don't know what's going to happen in my glass. Sip. Absolutely. So I hope you are sipping something. Yes, I hope you are sipping something. So let me stop talking as I welcome my lovely sister, your lovely sister, our sister. I did a drum roll. Apostle Althea.
Hello.
Hi, darling.
How are you?
I am fabulously fantastical, well blessed, all of that.
Hmm.
How are you? How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I rushed in from work, but I'm here. So that's a lot to be thankful for.
Yes,
This evening, I made it.
yes. Because it's Thanksgiving Thursday, so we like to be grateful.
Yes, I am
Yes,
grateful.
yes.
Without God, nothing is possible.
You better tell it. You better tell it. So, audience, let me tell you, I welcome each and every one of you here. Because if you've been here for the past 1, 2, 3 Thursdays, then you know that.
Yes, it's have been.
Oh my goodness, you've been here for 3 Thursdays already.
I'm honored.
I am honored to have you. You have brought the record. You have brought the record. And I tell you what, audience, if you have missed the last 3 weeks, let me tell you, you better go on back there and find those replay and rewatch them or whatever you got to do. Because we had some juicy contents up in here for the past 3 weeks. And today we are going to close down the curtain with the book from the street to the front.
Yes.
How have you been since you started? I mean, you started with us from October. How was?
I enjoy it. I look forward to it because most even when I came home, I either do Facebook Live or just being home. So I kind of look forward to it to come home. I can't believe it hangs tonight.
I can't believe it's Thursday again.
Huh?
Can you believe it's Thursday again?
Yes.
I
Yes. If
can't.
you didn't text me today, I would have remembered was time to call my auntie and said, remember that you're filling in for me this evening early? She'd be like, one more Thursday. I said, yes, it's the final one. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. I said, yes, it is.
I can't believe it's Thursday again. Thursday came back so quickly.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, so quickly. I don't know what happened. Hey God, what happened? But
Is this season?
is this season? Listen, this is a season that's going very fast, and if you're not in the season, you are going to be missing out a lot of things because God is moving at a very fast pace in this
Mm-hmm.
season. If you didn't plan something, you can't reap nothing, and if you have nothing to reap, then you won't be in the harvest because there's a whole
Mm-hmm.
big harvest going on, and it's moving really, really, really fast. Okay,
Yes.
so let tell them a little because tell those who have not been here for the past 3 weeks a little bit about you and a little
Me.
bit about the book that you
Well,
wrote.
my book is From the Street to the Pulpit. I'm a pastor until I own my ministry. It is in Noreen Avenue in the Bronx. I'm a mother, I'm a wife, I'm a smiler. And basically that's just me. Nothing different. So my book is about my life story. Um, so it tells about the things that I've been through till now that I got here. So basically, you have to read the book to get the rest of the story. But I tell you bits and pieces. My publisher said to me this morning, other day, please don't give out too much. Remember, you're writing part two. So that's basically me.
She don't want to give out she don't want to give out no information. So if you didn't get the book, please by all means go out there, get the book. And if you don't know what is the book, we are going to put out the book so you can know what we are talking about. Now this is the book.
That's my cute face.
That is her right there. That is the
Yes,
book.
it doesn't look like me. I was trying.
Let's come up a little bit closer to the camera so we can see that is you. That is her. She wrote the book. Get your copy. And when you get your copy, don't forget to get in touch with Althea and she can autograph it for you. Listen, that you know. She will
Yes,
autograph.
and you go on Amazon, you can get your book on Amazon. So far, it's on Amazon.
All right. So let us roll right in there. So listen, it's on Amazon. If you want to see the book again, you can't miss it. It is right there. You type in the name of the book or you type in the author's name and you can put it right on up on Amazon, get your copy. And when you do get your copy, by all means, let me know.
And
Um,
go back on Amazon and comment,
Go back
comment.
on right, that is it. Go back on Amazon. And when you go back on Amazon, look for where it says review right on the bottom. It says review, post a review. Please post a review on this book. Please do. When you post a review, it is very important for the author's world. So please post a review. Thank you kindly. So tonight we are going to jump, and we are going to go in. Last week we talked about a little bit about the pulpit, a little bit and for forgiveness, which is very important. Very important is one of the key elements that we really need to get on into life. Because if you don't forgive, you're just not going to move. You're just not going to move. There's no way you're going to move in life if you don't forgive. But unforgiveness is stagnant. It keep you still. It keep you in one place where you're not evolving. So I'm going to ask you here. The book talk about abuse, and for those of you who just tuning in, the abuse started when you were 10 years old. 10. Now at 10 years old, you're still a little baby. I would say that's a baby.
Yes.
Can you talk about some of the survival skills that you developed during the years when the abuse started? The abuse started 10, and at what age did it stop? Because I don't think we talk about that yet. At what age did
um,
it stop?
it stopped when I decided, when I realized that it was too much, and I moved out. I think I moved away to my aunt, and that's when not my I moved away to my aunt, and that's when it stopped.
And what age was that?
I don't think I was about 18, 19.
Oh, so it went on about for 8 years, a full 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So for 8 years, what survival skill did you develop?
Wow. I never think of that one. The only answer I will always have for people, it couldn't be me that saved me. It has to be God. Because that's, I remember days when I would just cry. And when you look around you, people that are around you, you can't tell them because you got this skin. And one of the things I don't like is when people say, "Oh, you get what you want because you want." Somebody said a couple weeks, couple days about we're talking and we were having a conversation. Oh, you want it, so you get it because you should have tell somebody. But when you, most people that have been through abuse, when somebody look upon you and say they're gonna kill somebody for you, and they show you a knife and they show you a cutlass and they show you everything what they're gonna do to the person, you not want it to happen to your parents. You will not want it to happen to your brother. So in your mind, you're gonna believe that concept. Because that person live in the house with you. So you know in your mind, you will say, okay, that person's gonna do it for real. So it's
Right.
not like you don't want to tell somebody. And when you do tell somebody, they be like, oh, you're lying. That person will not do that. And don't mess up my relationship or don't mess up my life. And the person you will choose to tell you that person will be the one. But my biggest defender was this lady. She lives in England now. She called me sometimes, say me, sometimes I don't answer, sometimes I answer. She was the only one. She was a hairdresser. Her name was Christine. She lived in the neighborhood that I live. And I could go to her and I could tell her. And she used to let me stay by her house. And she used to do my hair. And then she moved on to England.
Wow. And left you. So you got left back in the situation
I
again.
left back in the situation again. But
Like,
that
wow.
lady, that girl always be my protector. She would say, I believe you and I trust you. And I remember one day he was taking me, she was taking me to the hospital, to the police station, and somebody said, he said, this is what is happening. And the person stopped him and said, I do it myself. And when I reach the person give me a piece of beating, I said, must stop tell lie. Nothing like that, not happen like that. I'm just bad.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, because that's a hard blow right there.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you think of this now, you had to go to school, right? So how did you manage your thought process going to school?
I didn't get the opportunity to go to school like everybody is getting regular opportunity to go to school
Okay.
because my mother will be always, how would I put it? In the, always be having children or always be sick or always have to work to take care of us. So I'm always the baby mama. So I usually call myself the bed comfort and the baby mama.
Okay.
So
Okay. So
that's
you
how I
have
will
other
look at my
siblings.
life because she's always home. I'm the one who's home taking care of my brothers and sisters.
So you have other siblings.
Yes, I got three sisters and I got four brothers.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
So you didn't do much of schooling.
mm-hmm.
Okay.
I didn't hear that one.
You didn't do much of schooling.
No, no.
Okay. So so this abuse is usually be in the daytime or night.
At night or day, as long as the yard is empty. Sometimes the person will send away everybody out of the yard and my mom is not there. And then sometimes I just take my time and realize and I leave with everybody.
So there you go. That's a survival skill. There is, you might not thought about it, but that right there is a survival skill because
Mm-hmm.
at some point you are going to abuse me and you know that you're being abused. So if you realize that the rest of the siblings leaving and you're the only one, that simply means you are in the position to be hurt. So you build up something. You build up a strategic way to move with the crowd, like, oh, I'm leaving too. So
The
you
phone is
did.
very, I can only hear it slow. I don't know why.
You know, can you
And
hear
my
me?
thing is book.
You're not hearing me?
I can hear it, but it's low.
Huh. Audience, can you hear me? Let me see if the audience could hear me because I could hear myself. Audience, type in the comment section that you could hear me. Yeah, because I could. I'm I'm very loud in this. So there's always a strategic way to do things, and that's what you did. You did it unconsciously.
Yes.
Yeah, you did it. Okay, she did. Yeah. You did that unconsciously. And sometimes what happened in life, we do things unconsciously. And then when it everything is done, you're like, oh. So that was a way, that was a strategic way for you to survive. Like, hey, I'm going with them. Like, you're not keeping me here. I'm
Not
going.
leaving me here. I ain't staying here by myself.
I'm not staying here by my. So, are you a older sibling or you're a younger sibling? Are you younger or the older one?
I'm the
The
oldest one.
oldest one. Okay, so then so the rest of the siblings went to school. Okay, so they had a way, but you had a way too. Yes. All right. In the light of all the abuse, now you are preaching. You're preaching the gospel now. Have you told this testimony to your congregation?
Oh yes,
And
I
how have
told
they
my.
reacted
Funnily,
to
my
it?
testimony came out in a time when I didn't even expect it, and I told my church my testimony. Have young people in my church that go through the same thing that I told them every day. If I pull out, they can pull out of it. If I come through, I have a counseling line that I counsel woman on it that are going through abuse, maybe not be rape, but they're going through abuse, and they will come in and say, "Oh, I saw you on Facebook, huh? And you look like everything is okay. How did you come out of that? How did you come out of your abusive marriage? What did you do?" And my word would be, "It can't be me again. It gotta be God." So I'm always running to, like, I was at the mall the other day, and I run into this lady, and she was walking behind me the whole time with my husband. And I know she identified me from my book, but she weren't sure because the book showed this nice, beautiful. And I had on my piece of jean skirt with a little t-shirt and my slippers and my bag on my back. She was
Does she
like
recognize
saying
you?
to her friend, "I know her. I buy her book." And I was like,
Oh,
and my husband were like, "They're talking about you." I said, "I know." And the girl were like, "No, why would she have her book and be in here?" So no, sir, I don't, and she don't look like somebody. She said, "Yes, I buy her book on Amazon. She's on Facebook."
so she recognized you for real.
Yes.
So what
And
was
when
your
she
reaction to
saw
that?
me, when my husband said, "Tell the people they say you, man, tell the people they say."
What did you
And
do?
I said, "No, it's me." She was like, "Apostle." Oh,
How did you
she
feel at that
she were
moment?
like, "Oh my God, you look so different. You always telling people that you're not fussy, and if you see on road, maybe they wouldn't recognize you.
And
But
they
it's
did.
true. Look, I would never expect to. Not that nothing wrong with your dressing. I will never look to see you dressed this simple." And she said, "Your book made me cry. He made me cry and cry." But I'm sad. You know what you said about, because as the next part of the book, there was more story, but you
Yes.
left them out. I said because the book had another chapter to it.
To be continued. To be
Yes.
continued. Oh my God. That imagine that moment now. You standing in the street, somebody recognize you. First as an author and then as a survivor. So it's like you're being recognized as a lot of things right there. Like you had mixed emotions.
Mm, no, not really. Cause no,
Oh, you didn't want no wait. So you didn't want them to recognize. Are you when you go out every day? Do you wish for people to recognize you?
no. I just wanna
Are they,
be
are
this
they,
person that I will tell you the story. I will tell you how to come on, but I
they don't
don't
like
want to be this person like be like, oh no, I like my life to be simple. I like to be quiet. Even people see me sometimes. They don't even know I went to a church to preach already, and the pastor saw me the next day and didn't know it was me. And I like that. And I saw her him too. I didn't go over and say, I go about my business. He's one day we was talking to him. But I said, I passed in the mall the other day. He were like, where? And I said, oh, you didn't see me. I see you. He- so he were like, you didn't come. And I like my life to be quiet and personal. You know,
you're
I
a
liked
closer.
it. And now I got the church. It's like it's not quiet and personal anymore. And the book is not personal and quiet. Like everybody be like, I know you. Everywhere I go, somebody say, I know you.
Yes. So be prepared. This is going to happen.
Oh,
This is going to happen. So if someone right here in this audience recognize you on the street, I'm just saying. I'm just saying you have to be prepared for the next level.
I know. Other day I was talking, I'm a pastor, and I was talking. He said, Apostle, you're going places. You have to prepare for the next level, and you like to be in your shell. I said, I don't like this. I was like, at first when I wrote my book, funnily, I thought I would have put my picture on it because I just wanted to be like that. And my publisher were like, no. And my apostle friend were like, your picture going on that book. Did you know that I took the picture 1 week, the picture for the book 2 weeks before the book come out?
There you go.
And for nearly like 7 months, they keep asking me for the one picture.
There
I'll
you
be
go.
like, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll find someone. Because I want to come down to the point that she said, okay,
We're
this
gonna put
book
it
have to
without.
do without your picture on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then she said, I have to dress up. I mean, dress up. Oh, she said, you got to get your makeup done and you got to get your hair done and you got to get that. I'm like, okay. So God was so good is to send somebody in my life that she walked me through the whole step of getting it done, and she take me to do my makeup, take me to a photographer. The photographer like, you don't love these dress up thing, right? I'm like, I like my jean skirt and my t-shirt.
You're just simple. Just like,
I'm
yeah,
just simple.
just like I don't need all that extra stuff.
No, I don't need extra stuff to be happy. I like my family make me happy. My ministry made me happy. To see somebody else smile, that what makes me happy. Having material things and somebody like, oh, you're an author, you're a pastor, you got a church, you got a book, you want a radio station. Those things you're sitting me down telling me, I'll be like, what? So it doesn't make me happy. But seeing somebody being happy, seeing somebody being blessed, those are the things that make me happy. And somebody will say, oh, for no. But for the rest of my life, my jean skirt and my t-shirt will do. And my sneakers
And
and
if you make that vow, that's a solid vow. And if you make that vow, no matter the amount of money there, no matter the amount of material things that come your way, if you hold
mm-hmm,
on strong to that vow between you and God, because any vow that you make is between you and God, not between you and man, you and God. And if you hold on to that, because that's humility by itself. And if you hold on to that, believe me, you just go right into life just the same way. Do not come out of that humility. Do not come out of that, because when you come out of that, that is where you want all the glory for yourself.
mm-hmm.
And that, oh no, we don't want.
I did my t-shirt line and I saw somebody on one the other day and he had on my t-shirt and I'm like, oh my God, I love your t-shirt. And the person were like, oh, this young lady I went to her church at our book launch and I bought it from her. I said, for real? And she said yes. I said, but I like it. And I just said, okay, have a good day, bye.
And it was your t-shirt?
Yes, I just keep it moving.
There you go.
I think it's after I left. I think when I walk away,
She
when I go
realized.
back to my car, she recognized. She was like, she said to her friend, what has? And I said, bye.
Hi. Nope. We thought it was me, but it's not me. No, no, I'm here. No, I'm gone. Look,
Yeah.
somebody see Georgia put in there. Now you're on YouTube. Everyone will know your name and know who you are. For you are a survivor for sure. So everybody, they're gonna know you.
I don't mind people knowing me, but I just like my life to be quiet,
Okay,
calm,
okay,
peace,
okay,
chill.
okay. Keep on taking a chill pill. Go get a chill pill. Okay.
I am.
See, she having her chill pill right there. Chill. She having her chill drink right there.
People will ask me if I have friends.
Yeah.
and, and I'll be like, I do have friends. I got my church. My friend is my husband. And he be like, you need a girlfriend. I said, you are.
Yeah, see? If even our husband, even your husband is like, no, you need a friend. You need you need a friend. You see that is the whole that is the thing. But let me tell you some. Oh, we lost Georgia. Let me tell you something, audience. Sometimes when you look at life, you have to look at life in the simplest way. Very, very simple. Because when you think of life, very simple. It is called humility. And when you're humble, the Lord will exalt you in His time. And even when He exalts you because of your humility, you won't up the and call self glory on you. You won't want to be noticed every time. Oh, when I go outside, somebody going to notice me. When I go outside, somebody going to recognize me. Hey, put on your shades and just walk as if you're just which you are. Don't ever tell yourself that you're not a normal person. You are a normal person. But some people like, oh, I am this, I am that. You're a normal person. Walk in your normalcy. You don't got to do extra. And it is sad when some people have to do extra just to be seen. You don't need to do extra to be seen. If you are walking in the light of God, believe me, you go outside in your jeans and your t-shirt, like Sister Althea says. Oh, somebody gonna recognize you, and they not only recognize you as a person or from your story, they're recognizing the light that is radiating from you. They're recognizing the strength that is radiating from you. They're recognizing the humility that is radiating from you. It's not what you're wearing that they will notice. It's not your shape that they will notice. Your physical being is just a covering of your spirit. And once your spirit is humble, someone will recognize you. Yes, someone will. So as we continue right here, Lord, good, you that's simple. Listen, I was saying that it's just good to be normal. And a lot of people don't want to be normal. Oh well. You're muted. Audience, if you have question, if you have the book and Althea, you're muted, and you have question and you have the book or you have question for Althea, put it in the comment section. The comment section is right there. Put your question in there. Althea, I think there's a question coming in for you. Oh, somebody got your book and they have a question for you. I can't hear you, but no, we're not hearing you. No. No, say something. No, we're not hearing you again. Okay, come back out and come back in again because we're not hearing you again. Yeah, we're not hearing her. Technical difficulties. Yes, she is evolving. Yes, she is. And because we want to talk about her siblings as well, because she was the older sibling. So we want to jump into a little bit more of the siblings. Yes, Paulette, I see that question, and we waiting for her to come and answer that question because that was I wanted to get into that as well. So we're waiting for her to come back on. Waiting for her to come back on. Of course, technology. Don't you worry. Don't you worry about a thing. So let me see. Yeah. And that's the thing. Abuse parents if you are out there. An older sibling, if you're out there, or whether you're a younger sibling, doesn't matter at this point. If you're in a family and you suspect abuse, what are physical, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, financially, socially, whatever, abuse is abuse. By all means, find someone to confide in. Find someone to confide in, because when you find someone to confide in, you will let that out. Do not keep that abuse to yourself. So if you listen to Althea's story, you'll hear how much she tried to confide in someone, and yet they turn around and tell her, Bim, you're lying. But you hold on to your story. And parents, please listen to your children. Listen to your children. I am asking you, to listen to your children. Believe your children. I oftentimes says children tell the clearest truth, okay? Because some truth are not clear. And children tell it as is. Believe your children. When they say something, take some time and listen to them. Whether they're your biological children, your godchildren, the next door children, and they confide in you, please believe them. Althea was only 10 years old when this started. And if you imagine yourself at 10, you imagine your niece, your nephew, your next door neighbor at 10. That is a very tender age. At 10, she was not even going to school. At 10, she's home babysitting. At 10, she took on the responsibility of a mother or second mother of her siblings. That is hardcore responsibility for a tender child to take on. That's abuse by itself, but I'm not going to go there. But anyhow, Althea, can you hear us? We're still not hearing you. Yeah, we're still not hearing you. We got a question for you here from Paulette. Unmute. You're muted. Oh, okay. She's not muted. No, she's gone. But we're gonna wait for her to come back because we want to touch on the siblings. We want to touch on the sibling status. Because when you're holding a responsibility as a second mother, imagine you are trying to protect yourself, and then you're trying to protect others in the same household. You're trying to sleep at night, and you got to think about, I wonder if they're going to go for my little sister, my little brother. You're thinking. So that responsibility that you're picking up while your mother may be sick, your mother may be in the hospital, you try to hold on the household. My God, that is a lot. But God is your strength. Always think of this. When you are asking for help, know that God himself is your help. When you think that you are so weak, know that God himself is your strength. Because when you say, Lord, give me strength, just say, Lord, give me you. Give me you, because God is strength. He is stronger than anything else. So I'm trying, I think I need a drink. I don't know why my water is not turning into wine. I'm still waiting. I really don't know. In my fancy glass, by now it should be turning into wine at this point. Yeah, it should be turning into wine by now. God, listen. When I tell you, God, I'm trying to phantom this whole thing for the entire month, but oh Lord, drink. Yeah, yes, honey. Because I'm drinking too.
You hearing me now?
Loud and clear. Because I'm
All
drinking.
right.
I'm drinking too. Yes, cheers. So there's a question for you
Okay.
from Paulette. She got your book, just to let you know that.
For real?
Yes. And she read the book, and she said, in the book you mentioned that something looked familiar. Your
Pardon
little
me?
sister was a target. What did you notice that made you believe that?
What?
That your little sister was a target?
Well, oh yeah, talk about my sister.
Yes, please, because we're about to touch on the siblings.
I just something that he said to me, and I said to him, if you're gonna do that to her, do it to me and leave her alone.
Mm.
He told me with his mouth that he's gonna do it, and I
To
said, no,
her.
don't do her, do me. I will make you do it.
You sacrifice for your sister.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that made me cry. I didn't
Might as
remember
well
that part.
listen, I can't share no tissue with you right here, but you're gonna have to get your own tissue, honey. 'Cause,
Oh God.
yes, get it out. Get it out of your system. Yes, please. Get it out of your system. Listen, I can't share my tissue with you because, listen, let me just wipe my tears for you, okay? Get your own tissue,
I
honey.
got to shut.
Yes,
Oh,
wipe your
Father,
tears.
just let me cry.
Yes,
I
all
still
it
haven't
good.
read my book yet. I started it and I put it down.
Yes,
Whew.
it's therapy. And
That was
definitely
a memory to remember.
anybody who got their own tissue, use your tissue because right now, if you got your tissue, girl, you use your tissue. That is it. When we sacrifice for our children, for our sibling, for our loved one, the love that we have so engraved in us is not normal. Even though we call ourselves a normal being, it's not
No.
normal for us to sacrifice love. The things that we do to sacrifice love, to show love, to display love, it's only God that carved that out in your heart. Because I'm listening to you. You're not speaking only from your mouth, you're speaking from your heart.
I am. I am.
So when you look at your little sister, when you look at your little sister and you think this man is going to do this to her. How old was your sister at that time?
I think she was about maybe 10, 11, because she was younger than me. She was maybe, I would say at that time she about 13, 14.
And you were how old?
Maybe at that time I was about 15, 16, going in my 16s.
Have you told this to your sister?
How old is her now?
Have you shared this with your sister?
No, never. I think my family are so curious, and I think that everybody having question about this book. And I was saying to my auntie this week, am I ready to release to my family the story? Is all of my family gonna be ready? Am I gonna lose family members when the whole story? Because it's gonna I know it's gonna come out, and I have to be truthful to everybody. But I'm thinking in my mind, will everybody be ready to accept the truth, and will everybody be shocked to know who did it? Am I gonna lose family that I love, like my family that I genuinely love? And I think that's what scared me the most right now. Like in my mind when I was writing the book, I wasn't thinking about, I just want to tell because so many people were hurting. And now I'm like, okay, it's here. The truth have to come out because they are asking questions. And I know when I go to Jamaica, it's gonna be a topic.
Yeah.
Eh, am I gonna lose my family?
Oftentimes we fail to be real because we fear what the critic's going to say. But only when you become real, you are your authentic self. Otherwise, you're being an hypocrite.
Mm-hmm.
If you are not real enough to even tell the truth to your little sister, then you're not being truthful to yourself. It is already written. Can you withdraw the book? No. You cannot withdraw that story. It is already there. And I would like to encourage you to build up strength and courage. And I would encourage you to take this one family member at a time. I believe I asked you this last week if you talk with your children about this. And
No,
I believe
not
you
yet.
talk with your
Not yet.
children.
Because I'm here in America and they are in Jamaica, and that would always be my, to me, is my safety net. Maybe that's that I'm supposed to go home, and I'm like,
You gotta make
okay, the
rent.
book.
You
Uh,
gotta join that.
yes, I'm
Yeah, you
like,
gotta join that. You gotta seal that. You gotta seal it. Because I think you said the person died now. Okay, the person can't hurt you no more.
no, look, I'm not scared
So,
of that. I'm
you're not
not
scared of
scared
that.
of that. I'm
But
more
I want you to
scared of.
stand in, Althea, I want you to stand in your truth. I want you to stand in the truth because guess what happened? The book got the truth already. Somebody's gonna have the book. Somebody's gonna hold the book. So what will happen when that person, a family member, your little sister that you protected, what happened when she hold that book in her hand and turn the pages and turn the pages and turn the pages and call you? What will you do?
Then I will tell her I think I'm dodging her from week. I'm dodging her a lot from week. Cause we have a close relationship, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of playing dodging. You
Mm-hmm.
know, other day she sent me a message say, "Christian, don't keep malice." I'm
We
kind of.
no, like no, I'm not malicing you. I'm just dodging you.
Huh?
You're like, I'm not malicing you. I'm just dodging you.
I don't think you know that. When I make up my mind to have a conversation with her over the weekend this weekend because I know she's curious and I know she's live here, so she's gonna buy the book, so she's gonna read the book.
Mm-hmm.
One of my cousins already bought the book and read the book, and she called me. He called me and he were like, he knew someone. He were like, I want you to give the whole details and just say to everybody. I'm like, nah, I can't do that. Maybe if my mother weren't alive, then I will be, because I wouldn't have
Audience,
anybody.
audience, do you notice what happening? She's still protecting people.
I
She's
am
the
a
heart. She's
protector.
the
I
heart of a
love, no
protector.
matter what you do. That's why I'm telling you, part two of the book is gonna be so interesting. I can't. I don't want to tell you much no
No,
because
no, no, don't
part
tell us.
two is the book.
Don't tell us. Don't tell us. No,
No,
don't.
that's why I'm kind of dodging your question in my own.
Okay.
Part two
Oh,
is the book.
no, I'm being inquisitive here. I guess I'm being inquisitive. I guess I see the book before the book came out. Oh, oops, I
The
haven't.
everybody, you know what people texting me, asking me. Part one is just the revealer.
Yes,
Part two
is the
is the
detail.
book.
Yes.
Part two, part two will leave you.
Ah,
Oh, that's why. Oh,
ah.
I give all the loose in part two. I'm holding nothing back in part two.
Okay, so all right, so perfect. So again, I am going to go back to you because Paula disagree that you should sit down with your children and have this conversation before
I
parenting.
will. I will. Over
Yes,
the weekend, this weekend, I promise to sit my two kids down and have a conversation.
and
My son is
introduce the
different
book.
from my
It
daughter.
doesn't
My
matter.
son will be like, okay. My daughter will be like the quiet one that don't talk a lot, and she be upset. Why did that person did that? Why did this happen to you? Oh, no, I understand why you didn't let me go anywhere. No, I understand, but I'm not worrying about them. But this weekend we're gonna have that conversation.
Yes, because before someone else get the book and call them up and tell them, like Paula just said, before someone else tell them, you already have the book. It is your responsibility, in as much as you protect them from the world that you were in, it is your responsibility to introduce them to your testimony. Because when someone is called, I'm like, oh, do you know?
Now
Oh,
I'm gonna buy the audio. I'm gonna buy the audio. I'm gonna send it to my two kids, and I'm gonna say to them, "You guys play this, listen to it, and when you guys don't listen to the audio, call me. I answer all your questions." So I'm gonna personally buy both of them the audio this weekend. And I said, "This is my book. Read it, and when you're done reading it, call me. I answer both of your questions, and I know they're gonna have question up to
and that's
here,
okay. And that's okay.
and that's okay. I'm not scared to answer. I knew what I was getting into when I wrote this
There
book.
you go.
I knew exactly what was gonna happen. I knew some is gonna tear me down, some gonna love me for it. I knew I will lose family member that I
And
love.
that's fine.
But it's fine with me.
It's
It's my
fine.
truth. It's my truth.
And you have to
And I
stand in your
didn't
truth.
lie. I tell the truth. Nothing in it is lie. Every from the beginning of the word to the end of every word in it is the truth.
And
So if
truth is
somebody want to hate me for the truth, that's fine. As long as Christ don't hate me for the truth, I'm okay.
there you go. There you go.
So for me, I'm okay. And my husband already accept the fact. My husband sit right here and read this book where I'm sitting and cry. I be like, I went to church and he was home, and I come back, I said my book. I said, okay, God. And when I come, I said, why are you crying? I read your book. You okay? I said, I'm fine. He said, "You sure you okay?" I said, "I'm fine." That's my past memories.
Yeah.
I'm building a future. I'm building something new.
Yeah.
I'm not that girl anymore. I said to my friend other day, he right now if one man look at me and call to me that him know if he say me don't know. I'm not that person. Thanks be to God. I can give God thanks for so many things. I can give God thanks because I go through some rough part. And I was saying to one of my friends, since I'm writing my part two of my book, it will be mixed. And I was saying to my friend, I remember one day I went up the street and I was dating this guy, and because he saw his friends them and his friends they were boosting to beat me, he beat me that night in that street so bad, and they left me on the street side.
What?
People don't hear. You might be hearing talking all what I'm saying. And he died now. That's funny. The only people that hurt me died, and I
But
wish they
this
were
is a
alive to
strategic
see
way
what you
of
have
doing
done.
things. But I'm just saying this, I'm not only saying what because of how we unconsciously build up strategic ways of doing things to protect either the family or ourselves.
Yeah, I remember when I get started on drugs. It was a guy in my community, the same guy that died, that gave it to me.
Oh, yeah. God had a plan. Listen.
But God have a plan.
One thing about God is the God blessing can't run out. You can't lose out on
I'm
God blessing.
not I'm not upset. People will say somebody get me upset this week so bad. People get what they deserve. I didn't deserve to be raped. And nobody deserved to be raped. A no is a no.
Yes.
When you said no, you meant, oh, a lot of people said no and they don't mean. When I said no, I meant no.
Yes.
And at the age of 10, you should not look at a 10-year-old girl as a big man that got big children and want to sleep with a 10-year-old girl.
I can't imagine it.
That's
And
not a good thing to
absolutely.
imagine. And you will tie the person, the girl hand, and you will tie him mouth, and you tell her, no, she don't even know what you were doing to her.
Wait, let's go back a little bit on this. Let's go back a little bit on this. At this point, when he's doing this, where was everybody? Did this happen at night when
It
everybody
was
was?
at night. My mom was in the hospital. She
Uh-huh.
got sick and was in the hospital. My brother was about maybe like 2, 3 weeks old. You're small, and your mom is in the hospital. Your mom have a child and she's sick, and this person said, sleep in the room with the baby. You go
Yes.
to the room and you see, because I'm the mama for all my brothers and
Of a baby.
sisters.
Yes. Yes. I got you. Okay. Yes.
So for somebody to say that, you're gonna do that. And for somebody, I never, is one memory that I will never forget for the rest of my life. I can tell you what was I wearing. I can tell you exactly what happened. I can tell you everything that happened through the whole procedure till it ends.
There you go. That's a scar by
But I
itself.
still don't make it devour me and put
Yes.
it in my brains to say it shut me down. No.
That's a scar all by itself.
Yep.
All by itself. Because now you're thinking about I'm babysitting my brother, and here comes this man abusing me while I'm trying to be responsible, while I'm taking on this responsibility for my baby brother.
Yes, and every chance he get, he will come at me. Every chance he will get, he will come at me. And I remember when he look at me one day and say, "You don't worth nothing. My friend barely pay $100 for you."
Imagine.
That's not what I don't want this for my worst enemy.
Yeah, yeah.
My worst, even if which I really don't have nobody that I don't like. That's funny again.
You don't have no worst enemy, so let's not even use that term.
No, I don't. My
Yeah.
auntie said Every day my auntie say, I don't want to be like you. You love everybody. You like everybody. Your house is open up to everybody that need a night's sleep. I pick people from the street and I bathe them and put them in my house to sleep. And I don't mean I put them on the floor. I put them in a bed. My husband came home to my life. I was like, oh my God. So, but that's just
That's you.
me.
That's your heart. And this is why I'm saying I'm listening to your heart. I'm not even listening to what you're saying by your mouth. I'm just listening to your heart. And your heart have you're a heart of a protector, of compassion, of pure love, like and strength. You're stronger than you think you are. That's the whole thing.
Uh,
You're stronger than you think you are.
I think I'm strong and sometimes other day this last week I I don't know what happened. I said maybe God was putting me through a test. I went into a feelings of depression last week and I was so depressed. I was depressed in a way that I came home from work and the first thing when I came home from work I would take a shower. And when I came home they but when things is happening to me I would hide it from my husband. And I came home the night and I remember I came home the Wednesday night and I went underneath my sheet and I curled up. And that's not me. And I wake up in the morning and I just get up and go to work.
You had a moment.
And I couldn't figure out what was it. And the Thursday night when I came home from work again, I went back to the same bed, didn't shower again, and curled up. And my friend looked at me and said to me, they call her my ride and die. Um, Something is up with you, but I just can't put my finger upon it. And I said to her, I'm in this depression mood and I don't know why. But this feeling that I'm feeling, I don't want it for my worst enemy. And I said, God, I think it's time for you to take me out of this because I don't like this person. There are times I will tell God, I don't like me. I don't like this person that is showing up. So I try not to offend people or to dislike people or for people to be upset with me. I will make peace in any way.
But you have to make peace with yourself first.
And when it come on to making peace with me, I've done that. But a
That's
couple
what
of
that's
weeks
it.
about, I don't know if it's because I'm doing the second part of the book or
I think
what
that's
it
what it
is.
is.
I
Yeah,
just need to shut
yeah.
down. I'm okay.
You're
I said, okay,
holding back.
God, you didn't
Yeah.
brought me here to shut down. This is not shut down time. This is time for you to pull me out. I'm always there talking to God like that. Okay, God, why am I feeling this way? I shouldn't be feeling this way.
Yes, you should.
And God will say to me, you are human.
Yeah. Yes, you
You
should.
got feelings like everybody else. You can go through things like everybody else. But I always bring myself at a point that I don't feel things.
Mm. You have to be honest. That's why
Yes, I
you're
am
you.
honest, but
That's
sometimes you
why
just
you're
don't
a
want to
human being.
feel
So you
it.
have to feel things. And what we do sometimes is we feel it and then we block that we're feeling it, right? And then we're just not being true that we don't feel it, but we don't have that person to share the exact thing that we're feeling. And I think that's where the problem is. Because you don't have that person like, let me just let out all of that to somebody or something. But what happened is now you're going to another level with your second book. So it's taking you to another world. The world that you're going in is a more detailed book. So it's going to take you back. What it's going to do, it's going to take you back to the little girl. It's going to take you back to the little Althea. And because it's taking you back to little Althea, it's going to give you that little curl up moment where like, oh, look at
Yeah,
this.
I was to send. I
Yes,
sent my friend an voice note, and I said to her, "Don't answer, just listen, because I don't want to answer. I
right,
just want to
exactly.
vent."
No, but you're supposed to get it out of your system.
So
So even
I just vent, and vent and send her a message and vent. And she said to me, "I got you. I'm work,
I
but I
pray
got
God
you.
can
You're
you
gonna be
understand.
fine. Go." She's always saying that part. I got you. I got you. You
And
know.
you know what I pray for? I pray for God to give you a listener. And a listener is someone who just sit back and let you get it out of your system. Someone who don't have a talk back, right? Just to sit back and like, just sit there like this. Girl, now let me drink. Go ahead, keep on talking. So I
It,
pray God send you a listener, Exactly. We need a drink. So I pray God send you a listener
Now
that you,
my husband would be like the one. He'd be like the one. Okay, put your head here, and I'm gonna put my head here, and just keep talking.
yeah,
And sometimes I'll be like, I don't got anything to talk about.
yes you
He
do.
said, keep talking.
Yes you do. Yes you do.
And then when I started to talk, and then he said, you feel better now? And then he said, I don't have the answer, but I listen. And I'll be like, so why you make me talk?
So
Because
yes,
I want
because
back
you
my
need to.
wife.
You need to. You need to talk.
Yeah, I agree with you maybe because I'm writing the next part of my book. It book feel personal now.
It is personal.
No, to me, just getting personal.
Yes, it is.
You
Because
know,
because
the
now
part
you're
it's
getting your
just like
nitty-gritty.
it's like everything I've been showed up to tell. How did I go in? How did I come out? Because people have been asking. I didn't know writing a book. People have so many questions.
Oh,
I think I would just write it and the book just leave.
yeah, and just like bye, thank you.
And I buy. But people have been emailing for answers. They have been emailing that one. They have been sending in that message. I went on Amazon the other day and somebody were following me. And they put, I didn't know that people would even follow me. Maybe when I did this book, I didn't say
You didn't know what you were doing. Okay.
maybe
You
when I didn't
don't even know
know.
you don't even know what's coming now.
Yes, yes. Say it like that.
Yeah, you don't even know what's
I
coming
didn't
now.
know what was coming.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
was coming on.
So
What's
look,
coming on.
teach
But now
yourself to know all the
I
time.
understand. People have questions.
You
But
think?
I'm not one thing about me, I'm not afraid to tell my truth. Nope, ma'am. I'm not afraid to tell my truth. And if I'm wrong, I'm gonna look at you and I'm gonna tell you that I'm wrong. And if I need to apologize, I'm gonna apologize. But I told me and my auntie have a good relationship. Me and my auntie's like this. And I told my auntie, I will not apologize to nobody. No mother, no sister, no brother, no children. I will not, I refuse. I said, for the
You
first
apologize.
time in my life, I refuse to apologize because I'm not wrong.
Don't apologize unnecessarily. People, I'm going to tell you and I'm going to tell the audience the same thing. Do not apologize unnecessarily. Okay? Do not apologize unnecessarily. Because you're using up too much energy, you're using too much oxygen when you do that. You need to retain your oxygen level. So if you apologize unnecessarily, you're using up too much oxygen. I'm not using up all my oxygen. I have better things to do with my oxygen level.
No. I used to,
Okay.
for me, I'm like, sometimes I would take wrong for peace. But this time, I'm not wrong. I'm not. The good thing I have a brother that kind of know the story.
From the book or in person?
No, in person. He
Okay.
has seen things in person.
Okay.
He has seen it with his own eyes.
But
And we
again,
used
he
to
was
talk
younger
about it
than
as a
you.
child. Remember when I was talking about that was gonna poison the teeth?
So he was younger than you. So he probably like, curious eyes.
Yes, but he knew because he saw things. So he knew, and all of that. And I was talking to his wife a couple months back, and he was like, he's so protective of his children. And now that I read your book, I realize.
So wait, your brother read the book?
No, his wife read the
Oh, the
book.
wife read the book. Okay.
Maybe he read it.
Maybe he read it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he read it too.
So
And
he know I'm not telling no lie. He know the whole truth.
yeah, because maybe he read the book with the wife, and then it put him back into that place. He's like, oh, yes, I knew what I saw. I knew what I witnessed. So now he's going to remember, oh, so when I was this age, I did saw this or I did witness this. And now you're telling the story because, of course, he was younger than you for him to come and like, oh, what's going on here? No, you spill it right. You spill it right there. You're serving the whole family. And I think Paulette had put this out
But I will come back and tell everybody what happened.
because look, audience, we're gonna have her come up with part two. Paulette put up here, sexual abuse is very rampant in our culture. Most of these abuse happens by close family members. This is the sad part. Because you
Yeah, that's the sad part.
most of the time it's family members.
Yeah, most of them. If you listen, majority people that have been abused, it's
Family members.
always a family
Family
member.
members.
It,
It's
it,
family
it
members.
always a family member. I listened to a girl last week. She vent, she cried. You know, it was her own stepfather that grew her up and said it's time to pay her. It's time for him to get paid
And
because they
then
have taken care. And that girl cried. And in the beginning, the mother didn't believe. And I said to the mother, technology is everywhere. You need truth. Use technology to get truth.
yeah,
And with technology was in my days.
there you go.
And the mother did that and left for work. And the girl leave after him. And the man stepped at the doorway and told him, I want my second paid. And she just called the police same time.
There you go.
Although she kind of get into some problem because they say for the first time the child tell her she should have believed, right in America here, she should have believed the child.
So the mother got in trouble.
Yes.
There you
But
go.
she kind of get out of it when they explain it to him. The child tell them he didn't really, you know, tell him he don't like him and crap. So it's kind of coming out, you know. So I want parents. I don't have more children, and this is the reason why I don't want no children. I don't want them to experience me the world that I have. And maybe when I got pregnant, I only want one child, and then I got my son. But one of the reasons why I stay away from children, I say I had only two children, I stay away from children, is because I don't want them to face this world.
Face that. Yeah.
And maybe if I were didn't have those two already, I wouldn't have
You don't have
children.
any. You wouldn't have any.
No, I couldn't bear to bring. God must know why He gave me two private one. I'm
Yeah,
serious. I got
those are the
pregnant
private
after that with a
children.
twin, and I tell God, I said, take them back. I don't want them. Take them back. I'm not doing an abortion,
Yeah.
and I'm not want children.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine me carrying children in this world
Not at this
because of
point.
the things that I've been through. But when I got my daughter, I was to bring her because she was already here. When I got my son, I bring him, but like to say, didn't get them because when I was pregnant with my daughter in the beginning, I didn't know.
Oh.
No, the whole time I was pregnant, I didn't know I was pregnant. When I got my son, I knew I was pregnant with him, but my daughter, I didn't know.
So how long did you went pregnant and didn't know you were pregnant with your
I think I
daughter?
went with my daughter like 4 months because I didn't have any symptom. I went to the doctor to do some tests, and the doctor said I'm pregnant. I'm like, what? I'm what?
Excuse
I'm
me?
what? What? Yes, but I'm not sad. Don't get me wrong. I love children.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And two, I love children and I appreciate. But when I met my husband and we were decided to get married, and we're like, I don't want no more children. I don't want children. I got two. That's enough. I got two children. And I got an adopted daughter. That's enough.
There
But
you
now
go.
when I look around me, I said to my husband, "Can I get a dog?"
Something. And can I have a pet? Thank you.
Yeah, because it's
Can I
just
have
me
a pet?
alone in this big old house. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay.
Can I have a pet, please? Thank
Yes, yeah, me think maybe that the time we should think about having children. Now it's too late. I'm getting
you.
old.
No, not that. No. The children will be can I have a pet running around or something? A fish or something. I don't
Mm,
know. A fish tank with many fishes in there. I don't know.
I don't know.
Something.
I think of something that I would want to. I wanted a dog, but when I see the
You're
responsibility,
like, no.
oh no.
Look, get a fish tank with many fish in there.
Maybe I get a cat
Oh, I'm not a fan of cat, but okay.
because
I'll
the
look.
cat have his part that he do everything in,
Yeah, I think it's
or a
best.
rabbit.
There's a get.
My
You got a
sister have a
rabbit.
rabbit in Rochester.
Look, a rabbit's so cuter.
Mhm.
No, no
I'm thinking
offense,
about something,
no offense, people, but a rabbit's so
but
cuter.
because I don't keep one place, it's gonna be hard.
Look, just give me a fish tank. That's all I'm saying. I think a fish tank is just easy for me. Just give me a fish tank.
Yeah, I was waiting until we buy a
There
house.
you go, Sharon. See, somebody agree with me. Sharon said fish. There you go.
Sister Sharon said I was getting fish.
Get a
All right,
fish.
all right, Sister Sharon, buy me a fish tank for Christmas present.
That's all I'm saying. A fish. Sit there and watch this go across. Ding, 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 ding. You don't know nothing. Ding, ding. You don't gotta
I
know
want a
nothing.
bit. I want a fish tank, but I want a building fish tank.
There you go. So then that's a
But I
fish.
can't do one right now because the house that I live is not mine. When I find my house, I'm looking,
Then
but
you're
I
gonna
can
get a
see
fish tank.
I can't find the one I'm looking for yet.
Okay, and then you're gonna get a fish tank.
Yes, I'm gonna
Okay.
build one in the wall.
Okay, there you go. Look, we gonna see our fish tank audience.
Oh yes, you will.
We gonna see our fish tank. Amen. Amen. Audience, if you have questions, we are rolling down the episode. So if you have questions, jot them in as we roll out our last questions here. Start small, right? Exactly, Sharon. Start small with the fish.
Sister Sharon, buy me a fish tank.
Get a little bowl, get a little fish bowl first.
Sister Sharon.
Get a little fish bowl. Like me.
Mm.
And start
You know,
small.
one of the things that I was thinking today, and I was saying to
Audience,
myself,
hold on. Drop your question. If you still have question, we're rolling out the episode. So drop your final question in the comment section, audience. Go ahead, sister Althea.
one of the things I was thinking today at work. No, yesterday I was at work and I make a video and put it up on Facebook that Jesus loved me. And I was saying to everybody that Jesus loved us. Even though we go through the storm, Jesus loves us. Even though the rough part of the sea is there, God still loves us. Even when we can't see where we're heading to, still loves us.
Yes.
Even when our back is against the wall, God still loves us. And God love never change.
No.
And he never die. I think Christianity changed me a lot. I think that's where all my changes come from.
In what way?
Because when I got saved, one of the things that I look on is I didn't believe in God. That's one. I didn't believe in God. So when I didn't believe in God, I think God didn't exist. But when I get to know God and I get to understand God, then I know God is existed and God is real. So that's when it makes sense to me that there's truly a God.
Mm.
That's when it really hit me that really a God. And then one of my words that I used to love, I said, God, if I'm going to be a Christian, let me be a different Christian. Let me be a Christian that somebody can see and want to run to you. But don't let me be a Christian that nothing is there more than anything is. And funny thing, did I tell you that I didn't want to become a pastor?
No.
No, I didn't want no pastor role or no apostle role or nothing like that. My first time when I realized that I people say I have gift, but I don't know what it is.
What is
The
it?
first time it happened, I was working with this lady, and when I was working there, she couldn't see none at all. She couldn't see with her eyes, and this is something that happened with you. I've had thousands of people, only because I'm quiet, not because I'm so quiet. And she said her eyes was hurting her, and I wet my hand on the pipe to wipe her eyes. And honestly, my hand stuck on her eyes for like 15 minutes. And she began to scream, say, I burn her, and I couldn't release my hands from her eyes. And when I took my hands from her eyes, at that time I was living in Jamaica in Red Hills. And when I took my hands from her eyes, about 10 minutes, she said to her brother she could see. We were like, what?
You're like,
She
wait a
said, I
minute
can
now.
see, I can see. She said, you have on a, like I said, you have on a white blouse. I'm like, yes. And he said, your brother, you have on a shawl. And she actually see her. I was like, okay, okay. And she was like, you got healing hands. I was like, no,
You don't
no.
know nothing about that. Like, no, I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about. And it takes me for months Months I hide from everybody.
Just because of that. I told your audience I believe in miracle. Here it is right here. I told you.
No, I'm so serious.
There you
If
go.
I tell you something, I'm on Facebook Live and everybody in Jamaica know me. I can't lie.
No, you're
If
not
I
lying. Listen, this is why I tell people I'm waiting for. Look, I tell people when I come here that I believe in miracles. Jesus turned water into wine. I ain't playing. So
no,
you are
I,
telling the truth. Whatever you are telling right here, it is the truth and nothing but the truth of God.
I see.
Amen.
And when I was back home even here in my church, I help thousands of people by praying and they get their deliverance. Even on Facebook Live that I do, people will come back and say, and I'm like, okay. And the day a lady saw me. I was at a church and she saw me and she said, "This lady let me be in America and have a green card." This lady standing beside me. I'm like touching her. I said, "Nothing make nobody know say." This lady went and fasting for me and I received my blessing. So I just want to stay humble before God.
Yes.
I don't want to do more than what God called me to do. And I
Yes.
don't want to be in the room. Maybe that's one of the reasons why I don't have a lot of pastors friends and I don't have socialized a lot, because I don't want to get caught up in the wrong hand and lose what God has given to me, or to stay in the will of God. I don't want to lose that. I want to stay in the will of God. I want to stay with God. I want to stay close to God, because when you be, what a lot of people don't know this, when you become a drug addict, it's something that is hard. When problem comes, that what you run back to, because
Yes.
that's
What
what
we
you
used to.
used to. That's your karma. People call it your karma because that keep you calm.
Yes.
So for me, that is coming from that direction. I try not to be around the wrong people. I try
You
to
gotta pick
choose
your
my
crowd.
friend and my company wisely.
Yes. Yes. You gotta pick your. Yeah. You gotta. You
I'm
listen.
very, my auntie is,
Picky.
people
Be
will say my
picky.
auntie's overprotective of me.
No. You
And
gotta be
sometimes I
picky.
think so too. But when she explain it, it makes sense.
You got to be picky with the people that you have in your space, because those people, they will define where you go or where you're coming from or where you are right now. Period. That's the way people, you see people like, oh, you're a picky eater. You got to be picky with people too.
Yep.
And that's look, in the and that statement, Sister Sharon put up something right here. I put up her question. She got a question. But before I do that, just to let you know, she said you will have a fish tank before this live is finished.
All right.
Oh, I think that's what it. Yeah, don't worry. Before the live is finished, your fish and your fish tank gonna be in place. Just to let you know. And in the light of picking people, be very picky with the people in your circle, people. And with that said, I am going to put up Sister Sharon question. Here is Sister Sharon question. On your Christian journey, how often do you realize that you have been stabbed in the back by the persons who you thought were there for you, and still have to love and forgive them?
Like 7 days per week.
Oh, there you go. 7 times 7. Forgive your brother seven
Yeah,
times.
listen to me. People, I I put people in categories. People comes in your life that means you're good. People comes in your life to stay with you when you're there. People comes in your life for what they can get. And some people come because they thought you wouldn't make it.
Just come to see.
Just come to see. And when they see that you're making it, I lost friends this year like crazy. I mean, I don't do nothing, because if I do something, I'm not afraid. I do nothing, and people just, I pick up my phone and I will call you, and you don't answer me. Answer me. After my ordination service, I lost about 10 pastors of my
And
life.
that's fine.
10.
And that's fine.
Some
Hmm.
of them were at my ordination, and people just don't. People be like, "Oh, I'm that. I'm better than. Act like I'm better than them." Or I don't do that. But if I'm doing something I'm gonna put my all in it. I lost friends. A lot. I lost some people. I'm like, but we were coming from down here together.
And that's fine.
So
Because I'm
why
gonna
did you leave me when I get look now I didn't get there yet. I still don't get there yet. I tell people every morning, every day, and they will talk to me, how you feel? I said, I don't get there yet.
Mm-mm.
I'm
Because you know
still
what happened,
here.
Althea?
I'm still on repentance list.
Let me tell you what happened. It's not that you lost friends. I'm going to tell you what happened. Sometimes you have to look at this. God have a way to do things. Everybody cannot go on the journey with you. And
I
even
learned that.
and even if you think that they've been your best friend since you were 5, and you at this stage in your life, they cannot go on the next level with you. So sometimes God has to just like and
No,
pull them out.
I learned this early this year. I was at church one Sunday morning. The Holy Spirit said to me, I'm gonna save you.
There you go.
I didn't I'm like, God,
Think about it. What is a sieve? When you sift in
what I
flour,
said to my assistant pastor, God said He's gonna save the
there
church
you
and
go.
He's gonna save me.
There you go.
I'm like, what's there to save? I couldn't see anything to be
There
saved.
you go. You got to take some things out.
And
You
I
don't
see
want
where
your friends
God
to be.
move. I see where God shift. I see where God clean. And now God is building back the church.
There you go.
No,
Because it's
God
the whole
we
earth.
having baptism soon. People are coming in. New people are coming. I hear the Holy Spirit said to me, I move to be built. I move what I want to be moved, and I fix what I want to be fixed, and I'm rebuilding back the
And you
structure.
think what he's doing, that is exactly what he's doing to the earth. Exactly what he's doing to the earth right now, to the entire world, to the earth. For him to replenish the earth, you got to take some things out and replenish the earth. It's like if you think of a farmer got to cultivate the land, weed up, take out the weed to do, and then to
I
plant.
preached that message 2 weeks ago.
Simple. Simple. You have to pull that out because if you're planting corn and weeds around that section, what do you think going to happen? Your corn will not grow. Your peas will not grow. Your yam will not grow. Nothing that you plant will grow. So something have to sip up. You have to cultivate the ground for you to have fresh and fruitful products. So where you think you're gonna go with the people that you think that you were friends with them all this? You think you were friends with them all this time? You're going to another level, and you have to be sifted up because they can't go with you. They can't manage your testimony. Everybody, let me tell you something. Everybody can't manage your testimony, honey.
For me, I just feel like everybody should be in love.
That everybody is love, but everybody cannot manage your testimony. That is what you have to grasp. You love. You have a heart. Your love is just like your heart is just pulling over, running over with love. But what you have to get into consideration and take this in, everybody cannot manage your testimony, and everybody cannot
I
manage
never
your
heard that one
promotion.
before. You gave me something new.
They
I'm gonna
cannot
write that
manage.
one. I'm gonna write that one down.
Write it down. They cannot manage your promotion. If God is going to promote you, everybody cannot go on that promotion with you. If God is elevating you, everybody cannot go on it with you. Everybody cannot manage that. So even when you're like, oh my God, but you were my friend. Oh my God, you were my, yeah, they were your friend. But before you were
And the day
born,
I said to God, I said, God, I was talking about somebody that we're not friends anymore. I said, God, but this person used to bless me when I didn't
oh,
have it.
okay, okay,
So I'm able now
yeah, okay.
to bless them, but they are not there. The
No.
Holy Spirit said, I didn't ask you to bless them. I made them available to help you.
So you go
So
ahead.
now they're gone. You're gonna help somebody else.
When he say this one is out of the space, he's gonna put somebody else in the space. Because let me tell you, God is never gonna leave you void. So if God take one, he might put two. If you take two, he might put one. So no matter what God take, God would not take something and leave you void. God is going to replace something with that. So if you take one good friend, you're like, oh, she was my good friend. God take that one. God is going to replace that one good friend with maybe 10. because the 10 that he's going to give you ready and prepared for your testimony. Because your testimony is for them. It's for these 10 that's coming. It's not for that
Mm.
one. It's for these 10 that's coming, because those 10 that he's going to give you, there's somewhere waiting for your story. Because your story is never for you. And oh, that's for my friend. No, your story, somebody's still waiting to hear your story to build up strength. Somebody's still waiting for you that have not heard anything about you yet. They're probably in another country somewhere. And then all of a sudden you're gonna like, oh, I have a new best friend. Sure. Did you know your new best friend gonna be in another country? No. Oh, but
No.
it's my friend. Oh yeah, it was past tense. There's no room in your past for you. You're not taking up no mortgage in your past, honey. Your past is over. Your
I
past is over.
know.
Your past is over. So there's no mortgage in your past. There's nothing, there's no room for rent in your past. There's no such thing in your past. That is gone. Set yourself in the gear for the promotion that God is putting you in, and know that you are going to be replenished with what you think you lost. So if you think you lost 10
Yes.
friends, think you lost 10 friends if you want. Sure, sure. So whatever you think you lost, just get ready for the replacement. Because God is going to replenish that little section right there. Oh, yeah, but she's my friend. Oh, she was your friend? Okay, how about I give you this friend? Oh, I'll take this friend. You never know where your new friend going to come from.
Mm.
You never know. So
You
that's set,
never know, right?
you never know. So set yourself into that place that in the newness of time, you will get someone that you will say, you are my friend. You are my friend.
Yeah,
So you
that's true.
So you take that into consideration as we move on into November, a new month. Just consider
Yes.
that going into November as we're closing down the curtain right here in October. Know that you are going into November. November is the 11th month of the year. That is your new section, your new level, your new start is going in November. Set yourself geared up for the newness that's coming there. You're a new creation. Hello, let's get this right. Time for new things. Time for new things. Time for new people. And listen, some people will stay with you and some people will won't. It was
Yes,
Sharon
I
that said,
learned that.
so it's Sharon that says that some people will stab you in the back and some will just like love on you. And those who will love on you, amen.
Like my Sharon would always, Sister Sharon is always encouraging me.
Okay, see, Sister
Sometimes I don't
Sharon,
see some voice no coming in from her.
see that, Sister Sharon? There you go. So some people will stay with you, and some people will like backstab you and go. So guess what? Pay attention to those, and once you pay attention to those, you'll be all right. Of
I,
course, you.
I I remember I called my apostle friend a couple of weeks back. I was going through something, and I called him and I was crying, and I said, I don't know what I'm doing. Well, and my apostle said, because you're doing something right. If you weren't doing something right, the devil would be mad. So keep doing what you're doing.
There you go.
I'm like, isn't this man listening to what I'm trying to say to him?
No, you think he's not listening?
He said, listen me. If you weren't doing something right, the devil wouldn't be mad to attack you. So my apostle, he always call me my apostle. My apostle, keep doing what you're doing. So I just want to encourage somebody
And
tonight.
cheers to your apostle. Look, cheers to your apostle.
Yes, he said, keep doing what you're doing. It means you're doing something good. That's why the devil find time to attack you.
All right, there we go. And
So
tonight,
whatever we are going through, just tell the devil, I keep doing what I'm doing. But just don't give up on God.
no, no. So as we are
I
going,
encourage people, don't give up on God.
there you go.
Do not let go of God. Stay with God. Even when the mountain get, you know how much time I want to let go of God? And then he
So
remind
where
me,
you gonna
oh
go?
girl, you can't let me go. You didn't catch me. I catch you.
Exactly. Where you gonna go? And where you gonna go?
So where you gonna go? And
Mhm.
I learned to trust God, and I learned to be obedient to God. And I learned to stay at his feet. I pray 7 days a week, night and day. I will just wake up and lie down on my stomach and just pray, because those are the things that really keep me going.
There you go. There you go. There you go. So as we say, thank you for gracing us for the entire month of
Yes,
October. Oh my
I'm
God.
glad to be here.
Oh my God. Like this has been a great month having you here on the Christian Life Show. It's have been a great month. Like I don't even know what to say about how great this month has been. Oh, we could have just keep you all year long. It has been wonderful having you here. Wonderful. And we're gonna we're gonna pause this episode and I want you to look into the camera and tell that person, give that one person that message. Just that one person who's going through. Give them that one word or that one message that is on your heart.
Wow. My one word or message to the world will be: believe in you first before you can actually believe in somebody else. Have faith in you first before you can actually have faith in somebody else. And when you have enough of that in you, then you can push forward to you, and we can become anything that we want to be in life. Never let nobody tell you you can't. Never let nobody tell you you don't have purpose. Never let nobody tell you you don't have quality or you can't become nothing out of life. You can be anything you put your mind to. Never let nobody tell you, oh, you didn't go to university or you didn't go to college or anything like that. If you put your mind to it, you can get there. So my advice to the world tonight, to this will be my message that I will leave with the world. You can only get there if you want to get there. I like that word from for myself every day. You can only get there if you want to get there. And if you want to get there, nothing in this world can stop you from getting there. It's up to you to push. It's up to you to fight. It's up to you to believe to get there. That's what I will leave with you tonight. Please, if you want to get there, get yourself there, and the rest will fit in. God bless you guys. I love you guys, and it was nice to be here with you guys.
Wow. Do I have anything else to say after that? Do I have anything to say after that? Because let me repeat it. You can only get there if you want to get there. That's that. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to repeat that. Yes. Hey, that by itself was like yes. Anyway, so audience, it has been great. It has been a great month. And if this is your first time tuning into this live, I welcome you. I welcome you, welcome you, welcome you. I thank you so much for coming in. And of course, if it's not your first time tuning in, I welcome you just the same. Now, Sister Althea, what I normally do with my guests before we close out the episode, I like to throw in a question, just a question that has nothing to do with your story, your testimony, your message, your mission, nothing. It's just a fun question that I will throw out. It could be any question. You never know what the question would be. Maybe what's the name of your fish? I don't know. You know, any question. So let me see what question I'm going to throw out and give you tonight. Oh boy, yeah. Oh, this is going to be your question. If your phone could talk, look, look,
Whoa.
look, she didn't even hear the rest of the question and she's laughing. She didn't even hear the rest of the question and she's laughing. So,
Uh-huh.
oh my goodness. Audience, if you want to help her out, you want to help her out. And if you want to answer this for yourself, you have to go right ahead and answer. But this is for Althea. If your phone could talk, what would be the worst thing it would say about you?
I pray too much. true. If my phone could talk, my phone would tell me, say, I don't like this girl. She prayed too much. I'm always praying on my phone. My phone have a category in it. My phone carry a group of people that are not saved that I will encourage every day. Then
Yeah.
my phone carry another group of people on it that are saved that we do fasting, prayer meeting, counseling. Then my phone carry my church group. And then my phone carry another group again on it. And all I do on this phone is pray.
Okay. And that's it.
It's a good question for me.
So that's it. So that fit right. See, that's perfect. That fit perfectly for you. Perfect. There you go. So, audience, that is her answer. Now, if you want to ask yourself the question, you can answer that question for yourself, audience. That was hers, and it jumped right in at her. So, whatever your answer is to that question, the question was, if your phone could talk about you, what would be the worst thing your phone would say about who you are? What about you? So, audience, you can answer that however you want. If you want to put your answer there or keep it to yourself, that's fine. But Alta just gave hers. Praise the Lord. So, as we close out this episode, we close out
Yes, don't be a.
month. Oh my God, we closing out October. We closing out October. My dear, I want to thank you so much from the depths of
It's
my
an
heart.
honor. It's an
Oh my
honor to be here.
God. Like, yes. But of course, I said this to you from the get go that right here is your seat. Right here is your chair. This
No
is the
problem.
guest chair. Whenever you are ready to come back, your seat is reserved
I
right.
will be back,
Yes, and we are going to wait for book
and I can't wait to
three.
meet you in person.
Yay! We're gonna we're gonna meet. We're gonna have a cup of tea. We're gonna talk about over some tea, and we are going to have a good talk. And we are going to go for
Oh,
book two.
as I talk about tea, my Zoom ladies conversation is coming up. We're gonna have coffee, juice, everything. Just a
Okay,
group
you
of
want to talk
ladies.
about that? You want to talk about it?
Yes, it's coming up
Yes, please.
in I think it's the ending of November where we're gonna have a group of lady that just come on. It's just ladies talking their feelings, what they are going through. It's something that the Lord rests on my spirit, and I want to do it. It's a Zoom where everybody come in and Zoom. You carry a cup of tea, you carry some orange juice, you carry wine if you drink wine or whatever, and we just have conversation. So it's gonna be a conversation Sunday. It is gonna be on Facebook, it's gonna be on Zoom. It's up to you what you carry to drink that night. And we just gonna have conversation. So God bless you.
When is that?
It's the last Sunday in November.
The last Sunday in November. So, audience, pay attention to that day. The last Sunday in November. I think that's Thanksgiving weekend.
So anybody don't have anybody for Thanksgiving, we drink together
Praise the Lord.
and we cook together. I will eat if somebody cook.
So listen, will you have the link available? Because if you do have the link available, you can let
Yes,
us.
I'm gonna put up the link on Facebook.
Yes, and also if you need to follow her. Tell us what's your Facebook.
As Althea Hunter.
Okay, so listen, that's her name right there. Right there, you see her name. Follow her on Facebook.
And I do Facebook at morning time. I have a prayer line I call Morning Glory, where every morning I go online and we pray together. I do put up prayer on YouTube. I'm trying to get into YouTube. I do TikTok. I do prayer on TikTok in the morning. I use the counseling word that I will leave on them. I didn't even know that they were growing. I only do them and leave them there. And
Okay,
and all of that. So I'm encouraging everybody. Just follow me, watch me, like and share.
there you go. There you
And when
go.
you see me, make sure you say hi.
And if you meet her on the street, please just go up gentle to her and like, I do recognize you. Please back on me.
Don't let me faint.
Don't fake here. Don't cause it to like, oh, but to panic. Go nicely up to like, don't I know you from somewhere? Yes, please acknowledge your presence.
My husband like the fun of that. I don't like it.
So The husband like the fun of it. So listen, audience, if you see her in person, that's got nice. Like, don't I know you from somewhere? And acknowledge her presence. Yes, even though she's gonna like, but acknowledge her presence. It is good when you acknowledge someone present. It is good when you
Yes,
acknowledge
I
a
say I
present.
won't be mad. I say hi,
Yeah, she will say hi to you. Okay.
but don't call no crowd.
Right, don't draw all that attention to her. Just go nicer to her, very conservatively, and just acknowledge her. Thank you kindly. So we're gonna pause this episode as I say, thank you so much, audience. Thank you.
You are welcome.
Oh my, thank you, Sister Althea. Thank you. Oh my, we. Okay, you know we have a little something. Sister Georgia. So I want to thank everyone for tuning into the live. If you are on live right now, whether you're on YouTube, you're on Facebook, I want to thank you so very much for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the share button, the like button, make a comment wherever you're tuning in from. I want to thank Georgia, Sharon, Arthur Lomac, Paulette, Christine, Sharon Sim, Cheryl, Sharon Hunter, uh, Rosemary, okay, Miriam Edwards. And if I miss anyone, oh, Maria, I want to thank all of you individually for showing up here. I oftentimes says that when we show up, we are not showing up for ourselves, but we are showing up for our family. We are showing up for our community. We are showing up for generations to come. We are showing up for God. As we represent all of those, I want to say collectively, thank you all for tuning in, whether this is your first time or whether it is not your first time. It has been a pleasure having you here. It has been a pleasure serving you in this entire month. We are rolling into our 100th episode, which is coming up very soon. So I hope to see all of you for our 100th
All
episode
right.
soon. And I will put in, I'm planning something. I don't know what I'm planning yet. But I am planning something for those of you who support this platform. I am thanking you so much for supporting this platform, for supporting this vision. As I continue to come and serve you every week, I don't take this one lightly. I come and I show up with a humility, a humble heart, saying it is what God laid on my heart to do, and it has been a pleasure on this 93 episode today. So I thank you all for tuning in as we say, oh, it is breast cancer month. It is breast cancer month. October is breast cancer month. For those who are survivor for breast cancer, for those who know who have been survivors who have been through it, we just want to send out our prayers to the breast cancer uh, charity. We want to send out love to those who are suffering, who did not suffer, those who know someone who suffer, those who have been affected by this disease. We pray God blessing upon each and every one of you out there. And we say, it has been a pleasure. Oh, and don't forget to get the book. The book is right here. And that's her. Yes, it is. So thank you again for tuning in to this episode of the Question Live Show with your host, Verona Willis-Brown. Just to let you know, let me tell you, if you have a story, if you have a book, if you have work in progress and you need someone to sit with you, work with you, this is what we do here. We create together, we build together, we grow together. But most of all, what we do, we support each other. So come on in with whatever you have so we can support each other as we grow into our authentic self. Thank you again for tuning in to this 93 episode of the Question Live Show. Thank you so much.